Hi there, Malcolm here with my 322nd Booktube video, and today I'll be bringing you a review for Marvel Select Doctor Strange Under the Knife. This one hails from 2022 and came out around the time of Multiverse of Madness. Nothing to do with it, it's just, want to know more about Doctor Strange? Read this one, sort of thing. And the story in this one basically follows Doctor Strange as he's trying to blend the two aspects of his persona together. He's a very talented neurosurgeon, and he is this sorcerer supreme. One wields a knife and removes tumours from brains, and the other one battles the forces of darkness from the other verse using magic and enchantment. Never the twain should meet, except they're going to meet in this one. Somebody from his past who was believed long dead reappears and is just there, and I thought you were dead. I was, but I'm back now. Any more? And of course, straight away we don't trust him. What's his secret agenda? Meanwhile, a bunch of evil dudes are turning up with massively overpowered weapons, causing chaos and destruction, and Doctor Strange very quickly realises that these weapons are imbued with stuff and made with stuff that has been stolen from his own personal secret sanctum. Someone's broken in, is nicking his stuff and selling it on the black market effectively to the highest bidder. What's going on? And there's our story. And I really enjoyed the beginning, particularly when he's trying to be a doctor, trying to do his job in the hospital as a surgeon. Now, for those who say, well, he broke his hands, he can't do it, apparently there was a thing that happened just before this story started where he cast a spell that he learnt with potentially dire consequences, but we don't know what those are going to be, that has healed his hands. So he's all better now. But there's a price that's due to be paid at some point. Ooh, sort of thing. So he's able to go back to his old job and do what he's doing. But of course, having done what he's done before and being the Sorcerer Supreme, he also has other obligations as well. And I really liked how he balanced these two worlds. And of course then things will start kicking off when we have the story unfold. And I also really like the mystery around this returned character from the dead. Now, I don't know who they were. There is a backstory given to them. I've never heard of them. I'm not going to give away anything in case any of it is spoilerish, or whether his backstory and everything was just created for this story. Maybe I should do some research. I don't know. Depends if I care enough, to be honest. I've not come across them before. Am I going to come across them again? I don't know. Unlikely. But within the context of the story, there was a lot of intrigue about who this person is, and if they are still who they were, as it were, or have they come back changed with a new agenda. And certainly Doctor Strange is aware that may be some jealousy about the fact that he became the Sorcerer Supreme, not this other guy. And of course we go into some various other realms and discover this black market in these overpowered magical weapons. As I often say with Marvel Select, I quite like these in terms of, because I get the impression they're mostly designed for casual Marvel consumers who don't necessarily know absolutely everything about every single character, and so you can pick up one of these from your local supermarket or bookstore and enjoy it on its own merits, rather than having to say, well, what do I have to read first before I can enjoy this, and who the hell are all these characters? And for the most part, they have delivered on that. There have been a few that have been a bit too convoluted. You did get a little introduction at the beginning, and indeed this one does, telling you about where we've been before, and this spell he did about healing his hands and all that. So you are going in prepared with, okay, probably knows Doctor Strange from the films, that awful car accident, wrecked his hands. Well, he's done this now, everything's fine. Potentially with a cost to be paid at some point. And yeah, I think for the most part it does work. Like I say, this returned character I didn't know anything about, but within the confines of the story I thought he worked. However, there's another character that turns up who I have heard of, but that's about it. I don't know anything about this character apart from that. And I think sometimes it'd be nice if you have a little crib sheet at the back, perhaps, not the front so you don't know who it's going to be, just to give you a who's who of some of the lesser known characters, if they haven't been on the big screen or even on the series, because most of the Marvel series are very watchable. They've not featured in anything else before, but I have heard of them, but I don't know anything about them. So it would be nice to have a little bit lowdown about that one, potentially. But no, I thought this really worked. I enjoyed how the story unfolded. The action was dynamic, the artwork was pretty cool, and there's a lot going on in here. He's been attacked by a great big teethy tentacle monster thing while trying to get back in time to do some vital surgery in the real world. And like I did like how those two aspects of his life were balanced, but not particularly well for him. And then it does seem to be that now he's got his hands back, that arrogance that he seemed to have lost when he became the Doctor Strange, the magic guy, is beginning to creep back in again. He knows he's better than everybody else in the neurosurgery realm, and he's also the Sorcerer Supreme. There's a danger he's going to become a dick again. Which again, I thought was a really interesting aspect of the story too. So I really enjoyed this. I'd say it's worth buying. I think it just misses out getting the top marks because it took a little while getting going, and there were an awful lot of references to characters and things that I haven't seen. And I do like the show Not Tell. You know, he comes across against these two guys who are causing havoc. I thought, oh yeah, I've fought these guys before. Now, in the context of the story, that's all we really needed. But at the same time, we could have had two completely new characters, and Doctor Strange doesn't know their capabilities. They're wielding weapons that are far exceeding what he's expecting, and he's taken by surprise just by that. But also, I think having had characters he doesn't know either might have been a bit more interesting too. Really enjoyed this one. Glad I picked it up. So, have you read Doctor Strange Under the Knife? Did you enjoy it or not? Or what's your favourite Doctor Strange story, adventure? Feel free to comment down below, please. But as usual, if you have nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and other YouTube things if you want. And until next time, see you later.